13. Dark laws of reverse psychology. The easiest way to lose power over a person is to let them see how badly you want something from them. The moment they feel your hunger, they feel your weakness. The moment they sense your desperation, they start negotiating your value. And the moment you begin explaining, chasing, proving, begging, convincing, or defending yourself, you have already handed them the weapon. Human beings do not resist truth because truth is wrong. They resist truth because truth feels like control. Tell a man what to do, and his pride will search for a reason to disobey. Tell him he cannot do it, and suddenly his whole soul wakes up to prove you wrong. Tell someone to love you, and they pull away. Stop needing them, and they start wondering why your world did not collapse without them. This is the hidden machinery of human nature. People want freedom, but they are controlled by the fear of losing value. They want choice, but they panic when choice becomes too wide. They want respect, but they often respect what does not chase them. And this is why the direct path is often the weakest path. The amateur pushes. The strategist positions. The amateur begs for attention. The strategist creates absence. The amateur explains his worth. The strategist lets silence create the weight. Today, we are going into 13 dark laws of reverse psychology. Not cheap tricks, not childish manipulation, but the psychological architecture behind influence, resistance, ego, desire, pride, fear, and power. But hear this clearly. If your own emotions are unstable, these laws will destroy you first. Because a desperate man using psychology is not powerful. He is only dangerous to himself. Power begins when you no longer need the reaction. Let's begin. Law 1. Never attack the ego directly. The ego does not surrender when attacked. It fortifies, it sharpens, it prepares for war. This is why direct criticism almost never works. Tell a person, "You are wrong," and their mind stops listening. Tell them, "You may be seeing something I missed," and their defense lowers. The goal is not to crush the ego. The goal is to walk around it. Most people lose influence because they are addicted to being right. They want the other person to admit defeat, but the strategist does not need applause. He only needs movement. If you want someone to change direction, do not humiliate their current position. Give them a bridge. Let them cross without feeling conquered. Say less. Suggest more. Leave space for their pride to survive. Because when people feel respected, they become flexible. But when they feel exposed, they become stone. Law 2. Give them a door, not an order. An order creates resistance. A door creates movement. When someone feels forced, they begin defending their freedom, even if the thing you are asking is good for them. This is why smart influence does not sound like pressure. It sounds like choice. Do not say, "You need to do this." Say, "There are two ways this can go." Then present the path you want as the stronger path. The weak man demands. The powerful man frames. He does not drag people. He builds the room so the right door becomes obvious. This is why people often follow leaders who make them feel like they decided for themselves. The deepest control is invisible. It does not feel like control. It feels like clarity. Law 3. Forbid. It softly. There is something dangerous inside the human mind. The moment something becomes forbidden, it becomes magnetic. Scarcity creates hunger. Distance creates fantasy. Restriction creates obsession. Tell someone, "This may not be for you," and their pride wakes up. Tell them, "Most people cannot handle this," and they lean closer. Tell them, "You probably are not ready," and their ego whispers, "Watch me." This law is powerful because it doesn't chase attention. It challenges identity. People do not only want things, they want to prove they are the kind of person who deserves those things. So do not oversell. Do not beg. Do not over-explain. Place a barrier. Let the ego climb it. Law 4. Silence makes people confess. Most people are terrified of silence because silence gives them nowhere to hide. Noise protects them. Excuses protect them. Talking protects them. But silence strips the room naked. When someone gives you a weak answer, do not rush to respond. Look at them. Wait. Let the silence breathe. The average person will panic inside that space. They will start filling the gap. They will explain more than they planned. They will reveal what they tried to hide. They will negotiate against themselves. Silence is not empty. Silence is pressure without fingerprints. The one who can remain quiet while others become uncomfortable holds the room.
Law 5. Withdraw before you complain. Complaining is often the confession of low power. It tells the other person, your behavior controls my emotional state. And once they know that, they know where the handle is. If someone takes you for granted, do not lecture them. Withdraw, not with anger, not with drama, not to punish. Simply remove the energy they stopped respecting. Reply less, explain less, offer less, be less available. Essence teaches what words cannot. People rarely value warmth while it is constant. They notice it when the room gets cold. The key is calm withdrawal. Angry withdrawal is a tantrum. Calm withdrawal is a message. Law 6. Let them correct you. A proud person loves correcting others. Use this. When you need information, do not always appear like the expert. Sometimes appear slightly uncertain. Say, maybe I misunderstood this. Say, I could be wrong, but... Say, how would you handle it? Their ego will rise. They will explain. They will reveal strategy. They will expose priorities. They will show you how they think. People guard themselves against strength, but they relax around controlled weakness. The fool pretends to know everything. The strategist knows when to appear harmless. Being underestimated is one of the cleanest advantages in the world. Law 7. Challenge their identity, not their action. If you tell someone what to do, they may resist. If you question who they believe they are, they move. This is why identity is stronger than instruction. Do not say, take the risk. Say, I thought you were the kind of person who doesn't run from hard things. Do not say, be loyal. Say, I always saw you as someone who values loyalty. Do not say, make the right decision. Say, you are too sharp to miss what is happening here. Now they are not obeying you. They are protecting their self-image. This is dangerous power. Use it carefully because people will suffer greatly just to remain consistent with the identity you place in front of them. Law 8. Agree until they lose balance. When someone attacks you, they expect resistance. They expect defense. They expect you to push back. So do the opposite. Agree calmly. Not because they are right, but because it removes the fight they prepared for. If they say, your idea is risky, say, yes, it is risky. Maybe too risky for people who prefer comfort. Now the attack has no wall to hit. Their momentum collapses. They may even begin softening their own position. Well, I did not mean it is impossible. The moment you stop defending, they lose the pleasure of attacking. Many arguments survive only because both people keep feeding them. Starve the argument. Let it die in your silence. Law. Make freedom feel heavy. People say they want freedom, but unlimited freedom often creates anxiety. When you stop controlling someone, they suddenly face themselves. This is powerful in relationships, business, friendship, and leadership. The insecure person says, "Where are you? What are you doing? Why did you not reply?" The controlled person says, "Do what you think is right." That sentence sounds peaceful, but psychologically it is heavy, because now the other person must carry the weight of their own choice. No rebellion, no enemy, no pressure. Just responsibility, and responsibility is terrifying to people who secretly wanted your reaction. Law 10. Plant the thought, then disappear. The strongest idea is the one a person believes came from their own mind. Do not force conclusions. Plant seeds, ask questions, point at patterns, then leave. Say, "Interesting how people only respect boundaries after they lose access." Then stop talking. Say, "Funny how silence reveals more than confrontation." Then move on. The mind hates unfinished loops. It will keep working on the idea after you leave. Later, they will return with your thought wearing their name. Let them. Do not claim credit. Credit is cheap. Influence is expensive. The strategist does not need people to know he planted the seed. He only needs the tree to grow where he wanted it. Law 11. Use the extreme to make the real request feel small. The mind judges by comparison. A request doesn't feel big or small by itself. It feels big or small beside something else. Ask for too little first, and even that may feel heavy. Ask for too much first, then retreat to what you wanted. Now your real request feels reasonable. This is not random, this is anchoring. If you want 2 hours, first frame the cost of losing 2 days. If you want commitment, first show the price of delay. If you want discipline, first show the pain of staying weak. The contrast makes the choice clear. People do not move because the truth is true. They move when the alternative becomes unbearable. Law 12. Stop being too useful. This one hurts, because many good people are trapped by their own competence. They are responsible. They are reliable. They solve problems. They carry everyone. And because they carry everything, people stop seeing the weight. If you always fix it, they will always break it. If you always show up, they will always assume you are available. If you always save the room, no one learns to stand. Sometimes you must let things fall, not because you are cruel, but because constant rescue creates permanent weakness. Do not become the prison guard of other people's immaturity. Let the plate break. Let the silence happen. Let the consequence arrive. Some people only learn your value when your hands are no longer under the weight. Law 13. Become the prize by needing less. This is the final law, and it is the foundation of all the others. The person who needs less has more power, not because they are cold, not because they are heartless, but because they cannot be easily purchased by attention, fear, guilt, or approval. Neediness has a smell. People sense it. They may not say it, but they feel it. They feel when you need the reply. They feel when you need the validation. They feel when you need to be chosen. And once they feel that, your value drops in their mind. So build a life that doesn't collapse when someone walks away. Build purpose, build discipline, build options, build silence, build a mind that does not beg for emotional scraps. Because when you stop needing people to confirm your worth, your presence changes. You no longer chase, you no longer perform, you no longer over-explain. You stand, and standing is rare in a world full of people crawling for approval. Now pause, because the dangerous mistake is thinking these laws are only about controlling other people. They are not. They are first about controlling yourself. Can you stay silent when your ego wants to speak? Can you withdraw without anger? Can you let someone misunderstand you without begging to be seen? Can you lose attention without panicking? Can you let a person choose, even if they choose against you? That is the real test, because the highest form of reverse psychology is not making others chase you. It is teaching your own soul to stop chasing what weakens you. The world respects the person who does not need to be constantly reassured. The world studies the person who moves quietly. The world fears the person who cannot be easily baited. So do not try to use all 13 laws at once. Start with one. Maybe silence, maybe withdrawal, maybe giving people choices instead of orders, maybe not explaining yourself next time someone tries to pull you into emotional chaos. Use one law. Watch the room change. Watch how people reveal themselves when you stop feeding their expectations. And most importantly, watch yourself. Because the real victory is not controlling others. The real victory is no longer being controlled by your own hunger. That is where power begins. Not in noise, not in begging, not in proving, but in the quiet moment where you realize you do not need to chase what was meant to respect you. If this message opened your eyes, subscribe to the channel. Here, we do not teach people how to beg for space in the world. We teach them how to become impossible to ignore. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, the strongest move is often the one they never see coming.